Dear Lord Jesus, my name's Ryan Wright.
And I'm Jerry.
We need
Moses.
you today, Jesus, because we're going to check out the official teaser trailer #1 for The Conjuring Part Dos.
Oh boy. Okay.
Stars Pattis Dick Wilson and Vera Fargina. I like the first Conjuring. I didn't love the first Conjuring, but...
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I sort of felt like I was the only guy who saw that movie. I was like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
You know, like...
It's good. Definitely good.
I feel like I should watch it again, because, I don't know, like, everybody I know, like, really loves it.
I think because it pays homage to the style well.
It's certainly it's really well made. Like, I'll give it that.
Sorry, guys. Dropped my weed.
It's really well made, though. I mean, like, everybody and everything in that movie is on point. I just, for some reason, I wasn't like, oh! You know, I was just like, yeah.
Warner Brothers. That's a great company.
You know.
Do you know when the voice is gonna speak?
Now.
Sometimes.
You sound like you're from London. Sorry, guys. I'll stop
Does it ever
talking.
say things just to you that you can only hear?
Yes.
Does it feel like it's coming from inside of you?
More like it's coming from behind me.
Sorry.
Like I'm being used.
What does it say?
It said it wants to hurt you.
When did it say that?
Right now.
This time it's personal. Ooh, cool. They do have great trailers.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Whoa.
He got his hothead shot. Oh.
That is so creepy, dude.
Oh.
It's 2 days before your birthday.
I know. Thank you, Hollywood. Oh, jeez, man. That's awesome. I mean, that trailer's fucking awesome.
It definitely has the James Wan stylistic touch to it.
Knowing the way that they approached, I mean, not that, you know, I don't know how he works, like, when he's not working with Lee Winnell, but I know for a lot of their movies, like, they would approach it with a different, you know, like, paying tribute to a different movie or something, or you know, taking notes from a different movie stylistically. You know, the first Insidious is sort of like Poltergeist, and the second one's kind of like The Shining.
Yeah.
And this almost reminded me of The Exorcist in certain moments. Like if they took inspiration from The Exorcist.
Good call.
And that looks awesome. Like, that looks jarring and scary, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely feel like scared right now. There's always something about religious stuff because I don't really call myself Catholic or Christian anymore. I'm spiritual. But whenever I see some of that, like, you know, crosses turning upside down kind of thing, that right there just like terrifies me. I'm like, oh, Catholic upbringing, here it is.
It sort of probes at your foundational learning.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's...
It's like, I learned about this stuff in school.
And that plays into also like a sort of, I hate to call it like pseudo superstition, but you know, it's like people who either do believe in religions or, you know, at least entertain the idea. It's like I know people get uneasy on those sets and stuff like that, like because you think like, oh, what if I do actually, you know, summon a demon?
And I do see the Exorcist vibe that you're talking about. I don't think it's ever been so direct with a James Wan film where it feels Antichrist in a lot of ways.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Insidious has that, sure, in some ways.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really feel like the Insidious movies really addressed a religious theory. Just you just kind of acknowledge a ghost world. Like, you know, most ghost movies aren't overly religious.
Yeah.
You know, they just acknowledge life after, you know, death in a mournful way.
But that scene with all the crosses and them going upside down is like significant. Like, this is like some devil shit right here, you know?
Well, yeah, because like the Conjuring, the first trailer, kind of played up just like the period and the haunting element. And this, to me, very much feels like we are acknowledging like the Warrens are Christian. Like, you know, they are fighting this with the power of God. You know?
Yeah.
You know, which it does. I guess that is another link there. I don't know. Like, not that it's like making it the point, but like you're more aware of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It does feel different.
I like the beginning of the trailer too, when the demon's like, it's coming, when the kid's like, it's coming from inside of me.
Yeah, no.
It's like coming from behind me.
No.
C-U-M-M-I-N-G.
No.
Coming. Spelling bee contest won by Ryan Wright. When Lorraine Warren was talking to the girl, and then the girl says, yeah, the ghost just told me right now it wants to fuck you up. Which I believe was the exact... I might be paraphrasing a little bit.
I really want you to make your own version where you just redo this trailer. Just like shoot you...
Everyone talk like Ryan Wright.
Shoot you talking like you, but with all those same angles.
Yeah. No, that was cool. It's scary because in the first Conjuring, it was, here's a family, and then here are the heroes who are going to come save the day, which are the Warrens. This one, it's like, the Warrens are in danger now, too, you know? Because they didn't focus, like, even the marketing of the first Conjuring was, here's the family. You don't even see the Warrens in the first trailer. It was just the whole scene.
Yeah.
You know, that shit.
Like, the fact that it was based on Ed and Lorraine Warren's case files was more of like, oh, did you know that? Like, that, like, it was like a cool thing about the movie, but this is like, we are adapting their case files. The Warrens are a centerpiece now. And I imagine if they make any more of these, that'll still be an element, you know?
Yeah.
It'll probably be...
It adds a more personal element to it, and now they're really focusing on... And it makes sense to do that. I'd be kind of bummed out if they're like, here's a whole new set of characters that are the main focus, and here come in the Warrens, you know?
Yeah.
So I like that the Warrens feel more like these guys are the ones who are in danger now, too.
But I mean, I'm sure you will get that stuff in this movie, because like you have to know the family intimately for you to care.
I'm interested to see what James Wan does differently. You know, like, he did Insidious, and then Chapter 2, I feel like 60% of people were unsatisfied.
I would reverse that. I would say 60% were and 40% were, because it's still a pretty big chunk.
Yes.
Like people...
Yes, that is better. You have persuaded me on my mathematical statistics.
My mathematical mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, he did the second Insidious so differently than he did the first one. And I feel like The Conjuring is not... Because, you know, like, the first Insidious did have the poltergeist vibe. And while there's still elements of that in Insidious Chapter 2, it felt more like domestic violence, home invasion in a way kind of vibe. You know, because there's...
The Shining.
Yeah, like The Shining, which... is mainly that theme with some supernatural elements to it too.
Yeah.
And this one, I'm interested to see like what is the different approach he's going to take this time. Could be the Exorcist homage vibe that you're talking about. Who knows? Tune in next week where Ryan and Jerry run for mayor.
The thing about the two Insidious movies is like they do have different inspirations. They are different, but the foundation of those, at least to me, feels the same. They have a similar like kind of grin on their face as they're poking at you with the scares and the chill factor.
Yeah, I'm not saying he like lost the vibe
like
of the first Insidious.
Yeah, but they do feel unified to me in the sense that they are both kind of funhouse rides. It's just that one of them has more poltergeisty trappings and one of them has more aggressive trappings.
Horror genre kind of switches up.
And with The Conjuring, I get, not in quite the same sense, but I do feel that same thing from at least these trailers of like these are a little more natural and a little more... You know, they're period piece, a little more natural. Not grounded, but not as heightened, I guess, with the characters. Like, so they both have that foundation. And then the first one just felt like a sort of 70s Amityville style thing. And then this one feels more like an Exorcist style thing.
This feels like his most, like just from the trailer alone, the shots that he's getting look beautiful. Like,
I mean, this
I don't-
looks like it's his intense one.
yeah, but it looks super sharp and super beautiful, and I feel like the effects. It feels like James Wan was having some successful horror films. Then he did Furious 7, which made like over $1 billion or something, and then now he's back doing The Conjuring 2, and it's like he probably got a lot more money for this, and the budget probably increased a lot, and I feel like they're using that to really enhance the look.
I mean, he could probably make the ghost story of his wildest dreams on whatever they gave him.
Yeah.
For this, you know.
Oh, they're probably...
He's had an interesting career. I mean, if you track it, you know, and this is.
He did The Conjuring, and then he's like, I'm retiring from horror movies. He does Furious 7, and he's like, I'm going to do The Conjuring 2 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like the step in the right direction for redoing my career.
What makes me curious now is I wonder if he'll do another horror movie after this, or if he'll go back out and do something else.
He's doing Aquaman.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's what would be cool to me, is like if he could do that sort of thing where he goes and does like Furious 7, then does a horror movie, then does Aquaman, then does, you know, some other kind of weird little horror movie. Like, I think that would be cool. Keep both alive, you know, instead of just breaking out of horror, like be able to return.
You know, it says based on another true story. I wonder how true these stories actually are.
They're heightened. I mean, you know they are. Like,
I know, but it's like, I would want to see one where it's like, it's so real, like a horror movie where, I mean, probably not much excitement would happen.
you would have to make it a character study for that to work.
See, I feel like it could work though.
It could work. It could
It
totally
could be
work.
like a
if you had it-
psychological horror film.
If you did like a very realistic scenario like this, but you know, you made it a character study and you got some really great actors. You know,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
make that cool. It wouldn't be like a structure movie.
Patrick Wilson used to be known for taking off his clothes in movies, being half naked or fully nude. And he hasn't been doing that lately.
Is he known
Patrick
really
Wilson-
for that, or is he just known by you for that?
Well, dude, look at his filmography. I guarantee you go through the list, he's either shirtless
Oh,
in his
no.
underwear or naked.
You've proven this to me before. I'm just saying, like, is this a thing people share? Like,
Yeah.
you know, is somebody liable to go, like, notable naked actor Patrick Wilson? Like,
I'm sure.
or are you the only one leading
I'm
this
sure
crusade?
other people know. I'm sure other people know Jerry.
Okay.
And I hope he gets nude in this one.
He got kind of naked in Bone Tomahawk.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. See, he's coming back. Knows what he's doing. Huh? That is Dick Wilson. And Vera Vagina too is just getting hotter by the second. She's like one of them, like, what, mid-30s actresses on her way to being old.
I don't know how old she is. Vera Farmiga. I will
I'm just
Google
saying
that.
the most offensive things I can think. Oh, she's 42. Wow. MILF. Just because you're in your
never meet
40s
these
doesn't
people.
make you a MILF.
Yeah, you would have to have a child.
I don't know if she does.
for that to happen.
Let's see if she has a kid. Couple has 2 children. Finn, just like the black guy in Star Wars. And Gita Labov Hockey, who's going to be made fun of for her name. Oh, she's married to Ren Hockey. Oh, damn.
Why
I
were
would have
you-
totally
you
had a
proposed-
chance.
Yeah, you would have totally had a chance after all these things you just said.
No, but Vera Farmiga is like fucking...
She's very attractive, yeah.
She's very attractive. You know, like, it wasn't until The Departed where I was like, oh, she's pretty. When she started having that sex scene with DiCaprio, I was like, damn, look at those legs. And then find out she's 42. Makes her even hotter.
She wasn't 42 like 15 years ago in The Departed.
It's like Jennifer Aniston. What is she, like 56 now?
I have no idea.
Let's look up how Jennifer Aniston is real fast.
You're really excited about this. Okay, so 10 years ago, not 15.
Jennifer Aniston is older than Vera Farmiga.
And every movie, like, that's the weird thing about Jennifer Aniston is, like, now, every time she's in a movie, like, the movie always stops for, like, 10 minutes for her to have, like, a dance scene or something, where,
Yeah.
like, the movie just stops and goes, look, though, she's still hot.
And
she's
Vera
still hot. Check it out.
Vagina
Like,
should get the same opportunities.
sure.
You know what
I mean,
body part she should show, huh?
No, I
You
don't.
listening, Farmiga?
No, please don't.
You listening?
Please don't. That's creepy. Don't do that.
Come on, Farmiga. Come on.
You don't sound like you feel comfortable saying her name.
Show us your vagina. Gary wants to see your vagina.
I'm very sorry
Jerry
about
wants to
my
see your vagina.
colleagues' behavior. Why are you making that face?
So you said it's creepy, so I went with creepy. Listen, guys, if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe today by becoming a reject. Jerry
Yeah,
There are reasons to Jerry.
there are a couple.
Movie reviews, episodes he guest stars on the show. Dank ass Stubs too. Podcast hosted by Jer Bear.
Look like you're in some kind of like weird Miami version of NPR.
I want to give a shout out to all the homosexual subscribers. If you're gay, I want you to know there's nothing to be ashamed of.
It's true.
I like butthole pleasure too.
No.
Yeah, it feels good. You ever just stuck your finger up there?
No. I'm
Never had
not really big on butts.
Never had a girl do it to you?
No.
Never had a girl lick your butthole?
No. Not big into butt stuff.
Well,
on any
dear,
side of the
you're
spectrum,
missing
really.
out. The gays got it made. If only it was normal in the straight community.